Has DJi created something seriously worth buying with their latest drone? I'm going to let you know by giving my honest opinion on the DJi Spark. Stay tuned. What is up everyone, John here from DroneSourceBlog.com, back again with another review video, and today we're going to take a look at the DJi Spark. Real quick, if you haven't already, check out my website at DroneSourceBlog.com to see more reviews on the best drones out there, along with subscribing to the channel. Let's start off this review with a quick background on the DJi Spark. DJi itself is one of the most trusted brands in the drone industry. This little drone is the third installment of what I like to call DJi's amateur drones. Included in that list is also the Mavic and the Phantom series. With the Spark, DJi was looking to offer something any person could pick up and start using as their first drone. The problem with being a high-end company like DJi is that you sometimes cannot offer a product to everyone. The majority of their products are aimed towards more experienced drone flyers looking to spend anywhere from $800 or more. With the DJi Spark, everyone now has the opportunity of owning a DJi product, something with serious reliability and built with cutting-edge technology. Now let's get a little more in depth with what makes this drone so interesting along with the features it provides. So just looking at pictures of the Spark doesn't quite do it justice. This thing is ridiculously tiny and by far the smallest drone we have seen from DJi. Now I was lucky enough to test it out at a local hobby shop and my iPhone 6 Plus was actually bigger than the entire body of the Spark. One thing I noticed right away though was just how light and compact it was, but I'll touch more on that later. DJi wanted to include an array of features when building this drone and they did not disappoint. One of my favorite features of the drone is the takeoff from hand mode. It makes it so easy to get it flying and certainly makes it safer to land as the return to home feature works incredibly well. At first I thought this feature was somewhat useless as drones work perfectly fine taking off from the ground, but the more and more I thought about it, the more I changed my thinking. DJi has provided us with something easily portable that can get in the air without difficulty. That feature alone makes the Spark incredibly useful if you plan on flying your drone in tight spaces. My next major point somewhat builds off the takeoff from hand feature. The auto follow mode on the DJi Spark is one of the best I have seen. Now there are a bunch of different types of shots you can take with the Spark if you're not the best drone flyer. It has modes where the drone will take video and photos automatically by clicking a button. This is a pretty helpful feature for almost anyone as getting the drone focused on you could be a seriously difficult task. DJi, not surprisingly, has over-delivered in the feature department. Probably the most innovative new feature is that they managed to allow the Spark to be controlled by hand movements. Yes, you heard that correctly. You can now control your DJi drone by simply extending your hand in the direction of the drone. And to no surprise at all, this feature works extremely well. With that being said, not all of the cutting edge tech features turned out exactly how they wanted them to. The one new feature you can experiment with in follow mode on the DJi Spark is the drone taking a picture without you hitting a button. In theory, how it's supposed to work is relatively simple. You just look towards the drone and make a rectangle with your hands in the shape of a camera. Unfortunately, this feature was very disappointing as the Spark would often take pictures at incorrect times or just simply not at all. For me, this isn't exactly a deal breaker as much as it could be for others. If the drone has to be operated to take pictures, that's okay with me. The other features more than make up for it. When I first picked up the DJi Spark, there was no surprise on just how well this drone was made. Coming from DJi, build quality was certainly never going to be questioned for any of their drones, and the Spark definitely does not disappoint. As expected, there is simply no cheap part on this drone, and any consumer of this product should expect it to be able to deal with all your common bumps and bruises during flight. One thing I would like to mention is that the Spark, due to its size, is able to deal with a lot less damage compared to the Mavic and Phantom series. Rule of thumb, if it looks like it'll do some heavy damage if you ran into it, it probably will, so just be careful. So probably the most important factor when I review drones are just how well they fly. For such a tiny and light drone, you would expect some difficulty in the wind, yet for the Spark, it hasn't been the case. Surprisingly enough, the Spark is a very stable flyer and was able to maintain steadiness at high altitudes almost as well as low altitudes. However, depending on the particular bundle, your flying experience could vary. Unfortunately, DJi decided to offer multiple bundles for the Spark. The basic bundle allowing you to fly with the wireless phone app and the others including a physical remote controller. Without getting into too many details here, the bundle that includes the physical remote controller is a lot more reliable due to the lack of a wireless connection. It also could not be left unsaid that the control you get with a physical controller is much more dynamic. It is just a little disappointing that DJi had to make the physical controller a bonus feature, as I personally do not like flying drones from my smartphone. If you are at all unsure if you wanted to go with a cheaper bundle to save money, let me save you some time and frustration. If you are set on the Spark, buy the controller bundle. It'll be worth it in the long run. Other than the connectivity issues, there are two very common yet minor complaints about the DJi Spark: the camera and the battery life. I'll start with the more severe one, the battery life. In the basic bundle, DJi provides one battery that lasts around 10 to 12 minutes. For a drone over $400, we definitely expect at least 15 minutes. However, this minor frustration can be easily remedied with a higher bundle that provides another battery. This becomes almost a non-factor if you planned on getting the remote controller bundle, as the second battery is included in the highest bundle. That brings me to the second minor complaint, the camera. The DJi Spark's camera does not shoot in 4K. That being said, it does a seriously good job in 1080p. Equipped with a gimbal for perfectly steady video and photos, the DJi Spark definitely did not disappoint me. There are a serious lack of drones with gimbals in the price range, so for DJi to provide such a quality product for the price, I couldn't care less that it doesn't shoot in 4K. Unless you plan on doing some serious videography, I wouldn't worry too much about the 4K aspect. If you're looking for a reliable and fun mini drone, the DJi Spark is a no-brainer. DJi products are some of the most trusted drones on the market, and it's difficult to go wrong with any of their products. Check the link in the description to purchase your DJi Spark, or head over to dronesourceblog.com to get more information on other awesome drones. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, as it really does help me out with growing the channel. If you haven't already, check out some of my other videos where I review other great products as well. Thanks for watching.